Hola guys, how are you guys been doing all this while? So I hope you guys been enjoying all my videos so far. Recently I just uploaded one video related to front end, so you guys do check it out on that. And if you guys are actually engaging on that stock or participating or viewing or plan to invest or still invested into the stock, and do take a look and don't forget to actually comment if you have something to really ask or resonate upon on the video. So let's move on into one of the stock in KLSE. So previously it was actually from SGI, and now we can actually check it out on KLSE. So let's check it out on KLSE. One of the favorite stocks that I would love to actually look here is on oil and gas. So this is one of my favorite oil and gas stock in KLSE, which is actually HIBISCUS. So this HIBISCUS is actually been downtrend for quite some time, and it's actually back to the nearest demand, which is to the nearest supply, which was actually the previous demand since early of February last year. So that period of time this stock was pretty hot because it was actually touching from $1.46, and right now it's actually back all the way down 80 cents in middle of 2022, which is around June, and then it went all the way up right now, which is $1.15. So if you guys have stayed invested into this stock, you guys will be doing pretty much well over here. So how are you guys been doing? So if you guys really think that this would be the best stock for you guys to stay invest, do check it out on this part, guys. So, and how are you guys gonna actually see this? I would say this is still an uptrend after a good consolidation at this bottom range. I would say this is the best consolidation part for us to actually check it out. So if you really check it out here, so just take a look here. Okay, if you really check it out over here, so this is the best consolidation area for you guys to actually take a look. So it actually touched to 82 cents around this area, so it actually being up and down like a waveform, or like a zigzag pattern over here. Then it actually start to break all the way up and then start to uptrending and follow this trend line. So I believe if, let's say, the crude oil is actually going to soar higher, but at this point of time I don't see the crude oil is actually going all the way up to $100. I think it's close to impossible. It's because first, there are always two things. One is a war between Ukraine and also Russia. I think the war might actually end soon. It's just a civil war, I believe. And also I hope that things gonna be fine over there, both of them. And on the other hand, on the OPEC, whether they're gonna actually drill more oil or export more oil to the demand. To contribute to the demand. So if, let's say, they are actually not drilling more oil, then I think if demand goes higher, then supplies goes down, then I believe this stock might actually saw way higher. So at this point of time, I would say that just take a wait and see until 22nd of December. If the earning is well, then pretty much this stock will go all the way higher, because we have to take a look on the prospect of this company as well. But if, let's say, the earning is not good and the prospect is not going well, I think this stock would actually plunge down, and you guys can actually take your stop loss around $1.08. So around this area, $1.08 is actually pretty much good area for you guys to actually do a stop loss. So, and if you guys have been investing from all the way to the top, if you guys been investing all the way from the bottom, then I think it's good time for you guys to do your to take your profits, I guess. So this is the best time for you guys to actually check it out on this demand. This is actually one of the best demand that you guys can take a look. So for weeks, the demands being actually lingering around this area. So if you take a look around $1.08, so it would actually come back here, touch and goes back. But I would say if you actually break all this trend line, then I think it's good for you guys to take a profits or take a cut loss. If you guys think that it's good time, but you guys should have actually cut loss around this area of $1.05 and invested around this area. But at this point of time, I think this is actually a very good demand around $1.08. I don't think so it will actually break this, because why? In August it was pretty much actually trying to break this supply, but somehow it actually managed to actually break. If you see a monthly chart, let's check a look on monthly chart. You see a monthly chart is a beautiful chart. This is impossible for it to. This is actually a very good uptrending. So you guys can actually take a look. I believe this guy would actually come back to $1.30, at least $1.31 or $1.27. So you would actually see it. But at this point of time, it's a good time for you guys to actually check it out. On these stocks, it is actually going a very good uptrending. So if let's say the earning is good, pretty much I think you guys can actually stay invest. But if let's say the earning is bad, I think you guys have to actually follow your trading plan. If you actually hit your TP, then all the way take your profits and or cut loss, do a cut loss. But I believe it will do well in nearest time, because it already actually break the supply. So because this was a good supply, so this already break the supplies over here. So if actually it move up around $1.20 around this area and touch to this zone, this supply zone, I think it's a good time for us to actually be cautious whether to take profits or cut loss, whoever it is. But at this point of time, I am actually at this area. To be frank, I actually invested around this area, $1.24. It should be around when it actually break. This is my favorite demand that time. It actually went up, because that period of time it was going all the way down, but I forgot to actually get in here. But I actually get in here, then went out here. Then I thought it would actually break bottom, because it already started. Then what happened is it tried to break here. Then I actually invested around $1.25. But I think if actually went all the way $1.20, I think I would actually break even for myself. But if you guys have actually invested below than this, I think by all means you guys are doing really well for these stocks. The rest of the, if you take a look, let's take a look on crude oil. Let's take a look on the crude oil. So if you take a look on crude oil, so crude oil futures, I remember I told you $73 at this point of time. This is actually very bad, man. It actually already started to reach, yeah, this is actually already a demand zone, and yeah, it already break, man. I think it already break the, yeah, I think we can't do much. It already start to, it hit $82 was the supply, and then it breaks this trend line. I think we might actually see a huge downtrend over here. I hardly see a very good uptrending coming in a closer period. Yeah, this is actually a downtrend, man. I think this, the moment, yeah, you know something, I already pointed out earlier that in my previous video, $96 was the crucial demand that period of time. And then if let's say it doesn't actually break $96 again, I think it's better for you to forget all the ONG stocks, because this, if it actually break all the way bottom to $70 and below, I think this is actually a very bad for crude oil. So at this point of time, it's clearly a downtrend. It is clearly a downtrend for midterm. I think it is still a downtrend. So because it actually take a look for monthly chart. If you take a look on monthly chart, God, look at the red candle over there, all the way red candle, and you see the wick. I'm actually worried about the wick. The most important thing is on the wick. Yeah, let's do another round. Okay, Okay, sometimes I don't draw this way to be more easier for you guys to actually draw it. You guys can actually do this. Yeah, this would be the best time for you guys to do a drawing, and then change it back candle. Yeah, and then do a 4 hours chart. Yeah, there you go. So what are you guys seeing over here? This is clearly a downtrend. It actually tried to hit. Yeah, this is clearly a downtrend, guys. And if you look, this candle is pretty nightmare, guys. The moment it hits back here, I think you guys can start to actually short it. What you guys can actually do, it will go down, go up here, and go down here, and all the way and hit back. So you guys can actually start to think this way. So it should be somewhere like this for the crude oil. But for HIB, I think there's two things what you guys can actually do right now. Stay invested until 22nd of February. Once the earning is out, if it is good, stay invested. If it is bad, I think it's time for you guys to actually cut it out and stay at the sideline to see where's the good point for you guys to actually do another entry. But somehow it's pretty surprising on 883, which you see at Sinok. Sonic is one of my favorite. I used to actually invest into this, but I was out of focus. I thought crude oil might actually, since crude oil was plunging, this guy, why would this guy would actually saw higher and higher? Look at this stock, man. I actually invested this around this area, $10, but then I did cut loss after getting the dividend. Can you imagine this guy actually saw all the way to $11? Can you imagine if I stay invested for quite some time? Since then, I think if you check it out my previous video, I was actually buying these stocks around this area, and I actually cut loss. Then but then I break even due to the dividend, and then I didn't manage to actually get in because it was actually lingering around this area. So right now, can you imagine it breaks this high? The moment it actually breaks this Fibonacci, did you see my Fibonacci how actually I drawn? This is actually a very good Fibonacci that I've actually drawn for sign up previously. It actually, once it breaks this, right, you just have to get in here until to the XI. You definitely break $11. So right now, it actually back hitting this. You might actually wanted to actually buy here. It might actually go up 11.26 until $12.28. But let's see if it actually breaks below and touch this trend line. I believe this guy is gonna flush all the way down, because this is actually quite pretty much I would say overbought, I guess. So let's check it out. But if you look at Hibiscus, this is actually Hong Kong market. Hibiscus is actually from Malaysia market. So if you check it out on Malaysia market, this guy is still doing really well. Both is also consider ONG supply. So I hope this guy, I'm really looking forward this guy to actually hit the supply around this area. So, and then maybe I would actually do another decision whether I should actually sell it or buy this, sell it or stay invested on this stock. Alright guys, if you guys have any question related to Hibiscus, do let me know. I'll definitely write down over here what is my TP, entry price, and also cut loss is just for reference. But don't forget to do your own research, guys. I think it's important for you guys to understand what is this stock about. First of all, understand the fundamental, what is this stock about, which sector it is, and is it aligned to the market sector with the economy that we are actually facing, or it actually gonna either gonna contribute well to the economy, or it's gonna actually bring a lot of supply or demand. It depends on how this market is gonna react according to it. And alright guys, if you guys have any question, try to just comment it out on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube comment part, and I would love to actually engage more with you guys. Take care guys. That's all from me.